You are listening to GHP Radio, powered by iTrackRadio.com, your independent music source. Fresh, new music, right here on the all-new GHP Radio, your new independent music source.
Say you love me. Say I'm the one your eyes see. Tell me you need me, you need me. Deep down inside, like I need you, you see. I need you to see me through. I just want to hear you say, baby, 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 I love you. Through the rain and through the cold, together we can never grow old. Sometimes the going can get a little tough. There'll be too many times, my Lord, the road's gonna get a little rough, but I need you to see me through. I just wanna hear you say, baby, 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 I love you. Together we can conquer this whole wide world. Look, let me take you by the hand, somewhere on God's country. We'll sail on a piece of land because I need you to see me through. I just want to hear you say, baby, 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 I love you. Would you say, say you love me?
I love you.
Won't you say to the matter? I just want you to say it. Say you love me, and make sure you don't tell nobody else. I just want to hear you say it. Say it.
That's the way we set this mood. And as the day turns into night, I enjoy my favorite view. Just the thought of loving you, yeah. You got me burning, baby, burning for you. Want you to tell me what you need.
She said I need you to love me, to make my soul.
Can't get much better, babe, better than your
She
love.
said I need you to love me, to my soul, my soul,
My soul. I'll tell the truth, I'll pass your test. On this round and round we go. I'll be the man who does the best as we take things nice and slow. Something about the way you pour into me, girl, you got me learning about you. I'm just a man that knows what he wants.
She said I need you to love me, to my soul.
You can't get no better, baby, better than my
She
love.
said I need you to love me, to my soul, my soul. There's nothing better than love.
Too young to know, but we're really meant to be in love. Wow. Now we had nicknames. It was Boogie and Nana, and we vowed we'd never ever part. But when your folks moved away, it was the saddest day of my life. I just broke down. constantly. There's not a day that you're not on my mind. Well, I sometimes wonder if you think about me, 'cause it's been such a long, long time. Well, but I know in my heart that we're so far apart that one day I will see you again. So until that day, I'll continue to pray, and it won't be long, I know, until I see your lovely face. Yeah. Come on, tell her, come back.
just don't come on that way. No, no. But if you keep on doing what you do, you're gonna get next to me. Keep on doing what you do, you're gonna get next to me. If you keep on doing what you do, you're gonna get next to me. Keep on doing what you do, you're gonna get next to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of the Indie Live Spot, and I hope you all have been enjoying some of the great music we've been playing today since a little bit, well, let's see, what time is it now? It's been about almost an hour worth of music that's been playing, so a lot of great music on the playlist, and of course, this is, a different show of what we normally have because we don't have an actual music guest this week. This week. So basically, we're just going to be playing a lot of great indie music and just kind of catch up with everybody. And of course, we're missing our co-host, and we're kind of a little bit worried. So I want everybody, please say a little prayer for Griselda because we don't know what's going on. She is missing right now. We don't know. We tried to call, didn't get any answer. I left a voicemail, and then of course Joyce just was successful in doing a welfare check, having the police department there in her city, in Griselda City, to do a check. So hopefully we'll hear back from them. But hopefully nothing bad's going on. But we're just kind of concerned because, I had word with Griselda just maybe a couple days ago, or so, and of course, talking to her earlier, I know she was telling me she had some little health issues that may be of concern, but she was due to go back to the doctor and get a checkup and everything else, and so we just kind of concerned because this is not like Griselda to not let us know anything. If she's gonna not be here, she always tells me or give a call or text or something. So just.
Well, I just talked to her on Thursday myself.
Okay.
The last time I heard was via email was Thursday. I think it was Thursday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So hopefully, prayers. God's will, hopefully nothing bad's happened, but we hope to hear from her soon. So
yes, real soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I hope all of you folks out there, hope you all doing great this week. And again, usually we have a music guest, and today we're just going to be chilling with some great music because we got so much music. And I know all the great music I heard just in the past hour was just awesome. And we got plenty more of it to play for you. We also have a couple things that we're going to share with you today. Later on in the show, I want to share because actually this week, Ray had came to Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, where I live and stuff. And we actually have, we discussed it a little bit on the show a couple times, just kind of, in passing, but we talked about Ray and myself are kind of involved with a group of folks that are in the process of planning of trying to get this African American Jazz Legacy Museum going in Oklahoma City, and it's really, really exciting talking about it because there's so many people involved with it. A lot of great people. Ray can actually fill us in on some of it, but because he weekly have the meetings with the committee. And things has just been moving on it, and we actually have today what I wanted to share with y'all. We do have, because the thing is, there's a old historical church in Oklahoma City that it's been in Oklahoma City for some years, but it's very, very unique in style of how that church was, the architecture of it, because it's shaped like a kind of like they always call it the egg church because it has an oval, it's an oval kind of shape, and it's really kind of cool. And anyway, but it's been vacant for a long time, and I know I've read some things about where they was wanting to kind of preserve it because it's kind of historic there and everything, and the location and all that kind of good thing. But anyway, that's the building that this committee that's actually looking to try to purchase to do this museum at, because it's perfect for the ideal of it, and great location. In fact, I have some pictures that I'm gonna display a little bit later before we show everything, because one of the OU students that's involved, they are doing some different designs on the renovation of the building. Yeah, and so we definitely want to show that today too, and just kind of fill y'all in and just kind of share with y'all what's happening with that, because it's really cool. And of course Ray came down. What was it? A couple of weeks ago, or on the 9th, and because another part of this whole deal, we're going to be doing like a radio broadcast for the Jazz Legacy Museum, and but being that we don't have the museum in place yet, we're getting things prepared for that. So we're actually doing that, housing the actual station at a location in Oklahoma City. Is at one of the Oklahoma City campus of one of the HBCUs, Langston University College. They also have a campus there in Oklahoma City as well for students that want to take classes and things like that, if they can't be at the actual university in Langston. But there they're allowing us to actually house the radio broadcast for it there, and it's going to be interacting with some of the students, and then they're going to also have some really cool things in store for that. But until the museum is actually in place, that's where that's going to be housed. But anyway, make a long story short on that part, Ray came in a few months ago to actually start setting up the station with the equipment and everything. They had an issue with maybe a couple of monitors that wasn't correct, that we had to get, they had to replace. So later on, Ray made another trip, which was, like I said, a couple weeks ago, or on the 9th, he came to Oklahoma City to set that up. And I actually made made some time to come and meet him, and then also meet Rosetta Funches, who is the head. What would you call her, Ray, as far as this over this whole thing?
Well, she is the one that actually came up with the idea of a Jazz Legacy Museum, of a museum of that nature with Doc Myers,
Right.
Dr. Ronald Myers, which he's deceased now, and they brought me in and wanted me to set up the radio station or for the museum, but before he passed, we was gonna try to set up a radio station for the Juneteenth celebration, which everybody know is, it's been passed through Congress. So that didn't come about. So the museum, which is coming about, is happening.
Yeah.
And said I was just up there, and we got the monitors and everything. Process.
Yeah, in the process of all of this stuff, because I actually came. Well, like I said, I met with Ray that evening, went to the school with him, and like I said, we sat there and talked with Rosetta, and also another gentleman that came that has some things that's going to be. Yeah, he was there, and we were just all talking about everything, and then all the business about I guess the upcoming meetings and things that you're going to have with the mayor, and all that stuff, and then also we talked on some of the upgrades that we're going to do on the website. That's part of my job there. I'm going to be doing that, but so anyway, everything, we did that, met and everything, and then of course I had to leave and go home. It was about that time, so and Ray and Rosetta was actually getting ready to go to Best Buy to get the monitors that we needed, that the right monitors, I guess. So anyway, I left, went home, and then I didn't hear from Ray. What, maybe a couple of days later or something. I don't remember, but it.
Best Buy.
Yeah, right. When I called back, I was like, I wonder what happened. Did you get the monitors okay and all this stuff? And then of course, when Ray went to Best Buy, well, there were some things that happened at the Best Buy, so I'm going to let Ray kind of take it from this point, and then I'm going to display some some visuals as we talk about it when it gets deep into it. But go ahead, Ray, let's get started.
So what had happened was
we went in, myself and Miss Funches, we went into Best Buy to purchase these monitors. So we picked out the monitors. We went in there maybe 10 or 15 minutes or whatever. It was that long. And we picked out the monitors, and we had them shipped because they didn't have them in the store. They had come from another store, so we had them shipped. So one of the guys came up to me. It was two of them, it's kind of heavy-set guy with a beard, worked at Best Buy, right? And he asked me, "Is that your dog out there hollering and crying and going on?" I said, "Sure, that's him." And he do that if I leave him, he don't see me. He'll do that.
Right.
But there's no need to worry, because we're not gonna be in there long anyway. Because plus I had the windows cracked, all four windows. He had water, so So we done what we was done, was doing. He came on out, and this guy was standing by my truck, called me a bunch of MF and my dog and everything. Yeah. And boy, I went smooth off on him.
Did you say that? You went what?
Smooth off. Look, he talked so much. I took my index finger and I stuck it in his throat. He backed up. He said, "Don't put your hands on me." I cussed it in. I ain't gonna say what I said though. I don't already put my hands on you. And so he just kept on talking. I said, "Boy, you know something? I'm probably your daddy. I am your daddy. I'm the horse that your mama rode in on."
Oh man.
Yeah. So Rosetta was hollering, said, Ed, come on, let's go. You know. So I went on back to the car and I turned around. He said something. I turned around again. You ready? I said, no, I ain't got time. So I got on in my vehicle, started up, let it cool off, get the air circulating.
Mm-hmm.
And so we pulled on out there on May Avenue, made the left.
Right.
And again, and I saw police sitting over there, you know, on the side there, watching the traffic going by. Okay. So we went on about our business. I ain't giving no more thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
So-
what? How many days later? I don't know. It was.
It was Tuesday. The next, let's see, what day was that? I got back Thursday. It was last Tuesday, not this past, but last Tuesday.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, my cousin called me, and she said, Edward. I said, what, man? She said, that was you coming out of that store, Best Buy, wasn't it? I said, yeah, that was me. And I said, yeah, how'd you see that? Some website called nextdoor.com or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Saw me talking crazy to the boy, but I jabbed him in his throat, had my license plate, and me and Mr. Sponge was walking out of the store.
And we got the footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it.
Okay.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
show
Go
it.
ahead and run it, G.
Okay. All right. Keep talking.
Keep talking.
Yeah.
So I got to thinking. I think I need to call the Oklahoma City Police because I'm not hiding or running from nobody. And so I called them, gave them all my information and everything. They went through everything looking. Said, no, we don't have no complaints on you or anything like that. I said, okay, I'm cool then.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next day I woke up, I got to thinking. I said, I'm finna call Best Buy and talk to the management team or general manager. And so I talked to the general manager. And I basically told him the story like I'm telling you all. And so I said, now you need to go to this no, first thing he said, well, we don't give out the footage. You have to call our corporate office. There it is right there. And and that's it.
There you are coming out the store.
Coming out of the store. And but I want you to keep it running there for a minute.
Yeah, I'll keep it rolling
Okay.
until I get
So-
the video ready.
So he said, well, we normally give the anything like that and complaints and stuff like that, or video footage, we give it to the police department. They have to go to our corporate, and if you need it, you have to go to our corporate office. I said, okay then. Well, I ain't get that no more thought. Then so I made him go on and look at that video, and I explained the video to him. Now, if you look at the video, see the guy on the left? Well, it's on my right.
Wait
You
a
see
minute.
that arm?
Yeah, I'm gonna pause it when it comes to that one. Okay, right here.
Yeah, we coming out of the store on that.
Wait a minute, you'll see. It's a delay.
Okay, right here. That's the guy was pointing at me. And this lady in the red, she came up through there and she turned back around. But the guy in the shirt, he's the one that actually gave the video because he's an employee there. Now, for the camera angle go, that's the outside camera with no audio, you see. And if you look over to your left, I believe it is. Yeah, your left, you'll see a water bottle sitting by the computer, which that's a Dell computer. Then in the foreground, you can see the soda case, water case there and everything. So he went in that store and that employee gave him this footage. That's it. And but like I said, I walked up to him, he cussing me out and everything else, you know. So it got so bad, boy, I could have took this stick and went upside the head, but no, I punched him in the throat with my index finger, and you should have seen him gasp for air. And he back clean up on that curb, trying to get away from me. Vinny gonna have there. Don't put your hands on me. I already, I said, I don't already put my hands on you. I don't want to get.
Oh my goodness.
So that's how that went. Then the following day, after I talked to the
Let me get the video.
general
going.
manager,
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
he shot me to some lady by the name of Pat or whatever her name is, Morales. I forget her name, but anyway, she was taking down what it was said, and I told her she need to get on there and look at that video. She said, "Well, I can't look at the video. I have to have them to send it to me." I said, "Well, you need to go ahead and do it. Do your due diligence on the investigation." And she said she would. But in the whole time she was asking me, what do I want to do? I said, do your investigation, and then I'll make my decision. Now you see,
It's kind of blurry because it's off
it's
of
blurry.
their camera, but you can see what's happening.
Right. And see, I was turning around to walk up. Now the lady with the car, she was walking, she was looking, then all of a sudden she just turned around and went back up in that store. I don't walk towards him.
You got that girl trying to pull you back.
That's when I punched him in his throat. You know? And see, if you see the car next to me, the little blue car, that's his car. That's his car.
Oh, the car right next to yours? Like, isn't there like a gap between your car and his?
Just a gap between them.
Yeah.
That's his car.
And then he's way over there by the curve, that curve across there. Because you have you walking across there to him. Looks
Yeah,
like.
I'm walking up towards him because I got told him to custody.
Right.
I'm not your mother. You know, he instead of calling me and told me yes.
You got that girl trying to pull you back.
All because the dog was barking.
Yeah. And when we walked out Dex, my dog, he wasn't even barking at all. He wasn't doing nothing.
Well, these people
You know,
crazy.
It's crazy. Then I noticed that because I was showing my son, he done took down this video and all them comments, but he left my comments up there. See? So, which is fine. I don't care. You know. But the general manager asked me what I want to do. I said, file charges. You know.
Right.
Because, like I said,
You got that girl trying to pull you back.
this store is liable because we gave this boy this footage. And if y'all look, see that arm there? That's the person that gave him that. I believe gave him the footage of the video because he videoed off his cell phone.
And you're talking about right there on the right hand side of the screen of the
Right.
that they're showing it on. You can see part of that dude's arm in the shirt. And then you said back in between, you said you see a water bottle or something.
On that left side, well, on my screen is it's on the left side. It's a water bottle there. Then you can look back if you see the actual video in the foreground, you will see a soda case with water in it and stuff. But you can actually see this arm there with that blue shirt on. That is the Best Buy employee.
Wow.
And his computer is a Dell.
What is a Dell? What did you just say?
It's Dell computer.
Oh, Dell. Got you.
And right there, you see this shoulder there, this arm. That is the employee with the blue shirt on. But here you can't see it. But in the foreground, if you saw the extra video, in the foreground you can see the water where they keep the water and sodas in the case. Then on that table, it's a Aquafina water bottle sitting there. So you know, so my case was open, closed, and shut. But they kept asking me, what do I want to do?
Right.
I said, well, you know, you're liable. But I ain't greedy. But like I said, just give me $10,000 and let me get on by my business.
I know you said that, right?
I said that.
I know you said it.
then, like I said, when I talked to her probably Thursday, yeah, I was talking to her Thursday. That's when I told her that this past Thursday, and she said, "Well, I'll get back to you Friday, but I ain't looking for him to get back to me Monday or something right up in there." Then she said, "If she try to lowball me," I said, "No, it's gonna be 50,000. If you don't want to come with that, I'm gonna get an attorney because you're show liable."
I had to walk away, but did you ever find out? I'm sorry if you already said this, but did you find out how he got the footage?
Yes, he went into that store and talked to that employee, and that employee gave him that footage because he videoed it on his cell phone.
Oh.
And then another weird thing, because Ray, you remember when you told me when you and Rosetta went into the store to get the monitors and stuff, y'all was just back there trying to find those, and then you said an employee or another guy or maybe two employees came up to y'all and asked y'all about, is that y'all's dog out there barking?
Yeah, it was a heavyset guy. You know, he had a tag on him. You know, I wasn't paying attention to the other guy. He was the one talking. So I said, "No, yeah." I said, "Well, yeah, you know, he's okay. The window's down." I said, "If he don't see me, he's gonna get to yapping. He gonna do it." You know, because when we come out of the store, Dex was not barking, wasn't doing nothing. He's just waiting for me to come back. Plus, windows was down, so the heat wasn't in the car. You know, it was hot, but the windows was down. He could get air.
Yeah.
And he had a bowl of water there. So if he wanted a drink, he could get him a drink.
What if he had jumped out the car and bit that guy?
Man, look here. Shoot. Dex ain't finna bite nobody.
So, but the thing is that, is it illegal for somebody to come into Best Buy or any store for that matter and ask for their video footage? Or, you know, is that a matter of public record? I guess.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
Because, see, you have to go through their corporate office. The police department have to go through their corporate in order to get that video.
That's right. Yeah.
See.
Ooh.
And that's the same thing. If I wanted the video, I have to go through their corporate.
Oh, you need the hammer.
But see, the whole thing in a nutshell, I guess the general manager, you know, he probably think I don't know these, you know, this type of situations or whatever, what the legal terms and the ratification thing's gonna be. He must didn't think I knew this.
The chat is hilarious.
I ain't read it out.
Colleen.
It's moving so fast.
I know. Colleen said next time you go to Best Buy, make sure you have an escort.
Look here. The thing is, see.
Oh, Max, hold up. I gotta read this one by Henry Mixon. Oh, this is better than the Walmart Christmas story.
It is.
But Henry, look
It
here,
is.
I paid that money at the Walmart, but I'm gonna get paid on this story.
Say you left Ray alone and in charge, and he gets in trouble. Shake my hand.
I know, right? And then the odds, and just think of it, the odds of Ray's cousin happen to be looking on this next door website and then sees Ray, see the footage on the website. That's what's so crazy. Wow.
See, when they called me that Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And now Tuesday they called me. A Thursday, one of them days, it was in the same week.
Yeah.
I said, what y'all? She said, Rashawn said, she said, was that store, you and that lady coming out of the store and they got your tags on the car? I said, I don't know. And she said, well, they got a video of you. Deborah, her husband, Deborah, He said, is that Edward? And Charlotte said, yeah, that's him.
Wow.
So they recognized you.
They recognized me.
They got that. You got that girl trying to pull you back.
On that next door. This video is actually clear. It's real clear.
Oh, the video
Look at
that you
it.
see when you look at it on the social site. Is that
Yeah, it looks just like that.
Wow.
To me, it's not that clear, but they still well, right here, of course, it's clear.
It's clear, but
You're coming
on
out the
phone,
door.
Yeah, and see, you got my tags there. And then
Okay, so what did he hope to gain by putting you on blast like that? What, the other guy?
hell, I don't know. Shit. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. If he'd have kept talking, this got his ass whooped out there.
And that cracks me up. That lady that in that shopping cart, like she's going out, and then when she sees y'all, then she turns around with the shopping cart and heads back.
Oh.
Look at her. There she goes.
I saw that. I saw that.
Oh man.
Like, oh yeah, she was pushing like, no.
They got that. You got that girl trying to pull you back.
To the store.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
She said
She
this.
went
She
back
said
to
there's
the
some
store.
stuff getting ready to go down. I'm getting out of here.
Well, to me,
You know, what really got to me
he kept going.
when I talked to the general manager and pointed out all this stuff to him,
Mm.
he was trying to say, well, this is what they do, blah. I said, look, man, I'm telling you right now, the proof is in the pudding with that video.
Yeah.
You can see everything. I said, look, man, won't you go on it and look for yourself? Then after that, she didn't agree with everything I was saying.
Okay.
She
Then-
didn't agree?
He did.
He did, okay.
Wow.
Then he asked
He
me
did.
to do. I said, I want to file a complaint.
Uh-huh.
So this lady called me from Arkansas the next day.
Wow.
Was she from corporate or the insurance company?
I guess the insurance company, the liability company, or whatever.
Yeah, it's the insurance, the claims department.
Yeah.
So what they did was file a report. I guess this would be an incident report.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
She was asking me questions, I gave her the answers and everything. I said, if you really want to look at this, when I'm saying to you, go and get on the video. She said, well, I can't get on the video and see this. I said, well, it's there. And I explained everything to her, what the footage looked like. And I said, for as the camera angles go, them cameras came off in the light fixed, the light.
The employee, if they know that their policy that you cannot release their footage without it going through corporate, and they did it or allowed somebody to record it with their cell phone, they might be fired, if not fired already. That's pretty serious.
Yeah.
They probably are fired. But like I said, if she try to lowball me, I'm saying give me 50,000. That's it.
And I'll just take 10% off of that, okay? For cheering you on.
And she said, well, I have to go back. I said, well, I think what I need to do is get me an attorney. And I know I'm going to get more than that.
But the thing is that, hey, you need some funding for IAF. So
Well, I'm just sitting there, like I said, all this just happened. I gave it no thought.
Right.
After
Right.
that,
that's what you're supposed to
my
do.
cousin, it's just like these people be on Facebook being nosy all the time. They was on this next thing being nosy.
Yeah.
So and
Trolls.
they spotted me. I said, I be damned.
That is just crazy.
It's crazy.
And somebody, if one person recognized you, who else recognized you? And they got your license plate. And you see what that does? It builds up a lot of anxiety in people who are dog advocates or animal advocates, I should say.
Yeah.
And they don't know the whole story. And they can run with this. They can go to your house. Somebody could mess with your house, mess with you. And how would that guy feel then?
They had, I know, in that chat, those like the chat or whatever. It was like 78 that I saw. they'd have called me everything except the child of God.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
See,
Yeah.
which it was fine with me. And I went on there to show my son the actual video. He took it off, but he left what I said. On.
Who took it off?
He did.
The other guy?
Yeah, I know his name, but I'm not gonna put his
Yeah.
name out there.
Yeah, you don't want
I do that.
Sure, he put your name out there. Your license plate is your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't, if I put his name out there and something like that.
I agree with you.
Like I said,
You know what?
I'm not gonna go through that drama.
But if you have to hire someone to help you with this case, they're gonna want to know who that guy is.
Oh,
They know who he is.
That's no problem.
Yeah.
But can they find him? I can.
Yeah, they got a map where he live at on that.
Oh, you know where he lives? Ooh, son.
Yeah.
Stay
What?
away from his house, Mac. All right.
I'm not giving that fella no shape, form, or fact. Like I said, I don't know. Like I said, he might be Hispanic origin or whatever. Of his skin and his hair. I don't know what it was really. I know I wasn't gonna let him talk to me like I'm a child or something like that. He had his ass whooped out there that day. Miss Rosette said, Ed, come on.
Yeah, she was trying to get you to come back.
Yeah, she was trying to get me to go. So see, I was 2 seconds in whooping that boy with it. I was gonna take this stick and cane and pull his neck to him right on to me.
But Ray,
His ass
and
out.
I hear you, Ray. I feel your pain, but man, you gotta be careful too out there. You got some crazy people out there. Sometimes they might have a gun or something. You don't know what's going on. So.
Well, that's true. But like I said, I looked around and the only thing I didn't see nothing on the side. He had his shirt tucked, I think.
Yeah.
And I didn't see no gun. All he had was that cell phone. He talking about I'm gonna call the police. Well, call them. I welcome them.
Yeah. So you put a nice little firm push on that throat, didn't you, with your finger?
Hey, G. When I put that thing in his animal.
Oh man.
I had him gasping for air.
Oh man.
Rosetta was like, "Come on."
Yeah, Rosetta. Yeah, Rosetta was trying to get him. Like, come on, let's go.
But the police were problem. But I never saw him because there was a police right across the street, and I know he got the call. Came through his box.
Yeah.
He ain't missing nothing because he's sitting right there.
And it's just crazy because those pictures that they snapped, it made y'all look like y'all was Bonnie and Clyde or something coming out of Best Buy. And the flash, the tag, coming out the doorway like y'all.
I'm thinking, wow, you put a lot of thought into that. Because the first thing I thought when I saw Gary is like, wait a minute, that guy has a video, the company video, and license plate, and he puts that all on blast. I said, he's really, I get it. I don't like seeing animals abused. Of course I don't. Who does? But
Right.
You can be, sometimes we're more passionate about that than we are about 10 people being shot down and killed for no reason. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
There's some serious stuff going on, and no, we don't want to abuse animals. Of course not.
No.
But I'm saying you can be concerned and say, oh, I hope the dog is okay. Look at the dog. Oh, he's fine. He's got water.
Yeah.
He's got air. Move on. Show some concern, but not in a way where you come up so aggressively. Almost like a self-righteous way of doing it.
Right.
Oh, I have an opportunity to show off, because now I need some attention because this is popular now. You're not supposed to abuse animals. So oh, look at you, but you're not stopping to think it through before you open your mouth. See, everything that comes to your head does not have to come out your mouth.
Well, see, the thing is, see, this dog here, I've been having him 10 years.
Oh.
You think I have abused him? No. I just got his butt washed and shaved the other day, cleaned up. So, and Gary, when we was at I didn't take him into school.
Right. You left him out there too, and but you had like
the windows down and water.
Right.
He may whine a second or two. They come. He's gonna do that when they don't see me. But see, they don't know. I'm 100% disabled vet. They don't know if the dog is a service dog or what. Right.
Yeah.
They don't know.
That's what got me. I'm just like, what is this dude doing out there? Is messing around, around your property anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just ridiculous. So I thought that was just too bizarre. The whole thing was just crazy.
It is.
He made a statement in there. He said, well, I wasn't sure about breaking the window or anything. What's the replication of breaking the window?
Open.
They open and cracked. You had them.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you mean break the window? Dude, just unlock it and let them out. But don't do that. But
he can't get nothing down there to unlock it. He can't even pull the
Oh, that's right.
Unlock the doors.
Yeah, right.
You know,
but still.
if you milling around there, I'm gonna hear it because it's gonna go off.
Right.
See?
Well, the bottom line is, I don't know what the laws are in terms of animals and in a car, but is that against the law to leave your animal in the car if the windows are down and
Right.
I mean, I know a child it's not, because you don't want to leave a child in the car alone. You don't want to do that. But what about an animal?
In the car.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, I could have left the motor running and locked the doors. Then I can open them open the doors with my cell phone. I could have done that. So I know we weren't gonna be in there long.
Yeah. Right.
Then we come after all this drama.
It sure was a lot. Oh my goodness. I still can't get over it.
Hell, I can't either, but I'm gonna get paid. They're not trying to lowball me. I'm gonna ask for both.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Let's go into another music break, and then we'll come back and share the design plans for the new jazz museum, to everybody. Let them check that out, because it's really, really cool when y'all see this.
Yeah, I like to, because I'm going to try to get that portion done, because I'm at the run, because my son when me come over and take some pictures with my grandbaby. She's going to the prom tonight, graduate on the 31st.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right, well, let me just get a track on, and that way I can get it prepped and ready to go, and then we'll come right back. So everybody, keep it locked. We'll be right back with you right here on the Indie Live Spot.
Enjoy yourself, take your time, kick off your shoes and have a little wine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back from our little station break there, and all right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this presentation on about the Jazz Legacy Museum, and we'll just give a little quick, brief story about it, real quick, Ray. So, um, before before we go into it, basically, it's like I said, everything's in the works, trying to get this thing going off. And Ray, if you got some words you want to say about that, go ahead, right here. I'm gonna start showing some pictures just of the outside of the church that we're gonna be that they're gonna actually turn into a museum, so that way they can kind of get an overlook of how it looks. And then when I don't know, I can't remember the lady's name that gave the presentation, but from OU, that student. But anyway, she will take over, and y'all will see the way it will be. Well, one of the ideas that's being submitted to do the renovations for it, and it's off
As
the
they
chain.
said,
It's off the
as they
chain.
said, it will be televised.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So, real quick, just a brief, tell everybody about the museum, just an overview.
Well, the thing is, was perceived in 2018.
Hi, my
And
name
as
is
Rosetta
Lexi
came
Hill,
up with
and
the
I'm a
ideas,
part
and Doc
of
Myers,
the.
they came together about it. Then they brought me in about the radio and stuff like that. So I've been involved with it from the conception of it.
Mm-hmm.
The what you're seeing there, that you see in the church, and I'm talking about, it is huge.
Yeah. The pictures don't do justice. I mean, when you're there,
Right.
it's a lot larger than what it looks, and it's
Yes.
actually sets on a campus. So we're just focused on just the actual main part. But there's another building right off the side of it, which it's huge too, because that's where the main museum stuff's going to be in. But this is going to be the entry going into this egg-shaped building, and like I said, you'll get the whole gist of it when we start the presentation. But go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, but like I said, it's so huge, and like I said, G said, when you see the presentation, and it sits on, I forgot how many acres, but I know this is 9,600 square feet of building space.
Just
And
the egg, right?
the egg and the
Right.
other portion to it, you got 3 stories or 2 stories on the back side of this egg. Then on the
That's
side
separate,
of
right?
huh?
That's separate
No, they're
buildings.
together.
Okay. Because aren't there 3 buildings on the campus?
Right, it's
Mhm.
that
Okay.
one. Then you have the Jewel Theater.
Okay,
It's down
right.
to, so you got that, which it seats probably 200 people. Then inside down, where all the offices is, they got another area with a little stage platform where they was doing their teaching and stuff like that. So that seats about 75, maybe 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got an area where you like your dressing room, mirror. It's enough stuff in there where you can see yourself dancing. If you're doing dance or whatever, you can see everything in there. They got their full-fledged kitchen for fine dining. They got enough room in there for the jazz cafe.
Yeah.
It actually seats probably 3,500 people. But at the top of the sanctuary, and you'll get a chance to see that in the rendering, is where the control room would be, your house and everything to run the main stage, then the little theater, and the one down in the church, also the Jewel Theater is outside.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got an amphitheater. It'll seat about 200 people, 2,000 people
Right.
at the amphitheater.
Yeah.
So, the main thing, you got enough in there to put 2 recording studio, a large recording studio, and a small one.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have your radio station down off in there at the bottom of that also.
Yeah.
And everything will be in a lot of office space. A lot of office space.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
What's
John
up?
Taylor said the egg shape is making me hungry.
What's up, John?
I see that. But
Nice.
yeah, like I said, it says on, I forget how many acres. If you look here on the side there where the flags is,
Uh-huh.
if you can see the other building that's connected to that, connected to that.
Okay.
For some reason, I see that separate. I see what you
Right.
mean.
You can see it now where it's over there. That's the other part of it.
Right.
And I think it's 3 floors there. You got it's two floors up.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Right.
They wanted, I forgot at first, like 8 million. Now they're down to 2 million.
That's because her property has been vacant for a long time, right?
It has
Yeah.
vacant.
Yeah.
And because it's on the historic society's deal, so it can't be torn out. And the thing is that if you go in, it's gonna cost about $35 million just to have it renovated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that much? 35 mil? Wow. I knew it was going to
35
cost.
million. Yeah.
Because when a building has been abandoned for that long, you're going to need
A lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to it because you look at the asbestos and other stuff that's probably still in there and stuff. All that stuff got to be cleaned out.
I said ambassadors at first. I'm like, ambassadors?
Asbestos.
And so I got you now.
you had Grizz's back on that one, didn't you?
I know, right? And after you wait a few seconds, you go, "Oh, I know what he said."
Right. Yeah. But yeah, it would take a lot of money to clean up. Like I said, if there's some mold or whatever.
Mold.
That place has been there for a while. Mm-hmm.
But I tell you, it'll be worth the money because, like I said, you got you can have fine dining. You got a full-fledged kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
You got all
Hi,
that
my
different
name is
entertainment up
Lexi
in there
Hill,
that you
and
can
I'm
do.
a part of
You
the
have
Chapel Hill.
large recording studio, then you have a small one, then your radio station. Everything will be sitting up there at the top of the sanctuary where you can look down with plexiglass. It will run. You would have your remote cameras and everything in the theater, the one downstairs. Then you have the one out in the amphitheater. You have your whole house centralized right there.
Nice. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get the presentation going then, and then we'll come back and after she's finished giving that to us, and then we'll talk a little bit more. Let's see here. Let me get it set here for it. Let's see here.
Hi, my name is Lexi Hill, and I'm a part of the Chapel Hill design group. And I wanted to present my design development to you. I was responsible for the museum, retail, and restaurant portion of the project for the National African Jazz Legacy Museum. So let's get started. Just to give you a little bit of a refresher, our concept was really taken from a local artist named Jay Farrell. We really thought not only his art, but just his message of, creating this work to kind of bring everyone together and bring different groups of people together. We thought
Totally impressed. I think you emailed this to me.
Yes.
I'm totally impressed. Very nice.
Work to kind of prints throughout my project, and a really cool thing about using a local artist is not only giving back to the community, but also being able to commission him for projects or allowing him to, either design murals or something for your guys' project. And again, really cool that he is a local artist. So we really want, to etch in stone the origins of jazz, America's classical music. So this is kind of where we came up with our concept. As you can see, this middle building here was my portion of the project again, which is restaurant, retail, and small museum. My other classmates, Yumna and Kelly, did the offices and the performance, which they already presented on. So you can see that on this first floor is where the restaurant, retail, and small museum or gallery space is located. The second floor is completely untouched, hoping to be future expansion of the museum, which is roughly around a little over 7,000 square feet. So there's a lot of stuff that, you would expand the museum. The part that I'm proposing is just a small gallery due to the square footage that we were limited to. So let's jump in. Let me skip through this was kind of this was Callie's performance. So just to give you a refresher of their design. Okay, here is the first floor plan, like I said, of that middle building. So as you can see, the main entry is a larger entry, kind of acts as a small lobby, and then has these corridors off each side, which lead to the offices and also the performance. As you can see on your right, you'll have a small gallery museum right when people walk in. I thought this would be a great place for you just to display some smaller artifacts. Again, this is not the whole museum, but this is the part of the project that I am proposing as just a small gallery space. And then, eventually you would have a larger museum on the second floor. To your left, you have the retail, a retail storage room. And then straight ahead, you'll see the bulk of it is the restaurant, bar, and lounge with an office and restaurant storage, women's restroom and men's restroom included there. So here is, let me see if I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, so here is my, the restaurant proposal. So as you can see, the restaurant name is Groove. We thought this would be fitting just because of jazz and the way it makes you want to move and essentially groove. So this is one of the main views you see when you enter the building. As you can see, again, it is located here in the center. There is center tables here and then booths that wrap on each side. So here's a long booth here and then tables that wrap. This perspective doesn't show, but tables are also on this outside edge right here and here. The entire bar, restaurant, lounge can seat about 86 people for occupancy, which is, more of that fine dining. And for me, I heard you guys speak about fine dining and then jazz cafe. So I kind of wanted to meld the two, where the center location of this restaurant, I can go back. So the center here is more of your fine dining. You have the extra seating here. And then this is all kind of what encompasses like the bar lounge, which would kind of be like your jazz cafe. Just kind of a more laid back feeling, kind of set the mood, stuff like that. Let's go back. As you can see, these are the dining chairs used here. And then these are the kind of like the accent ones in the center. The idea behind this center is actually these tables obviously can be moved. And this is where you would have guest performers to bring in that jazz cafe feel. Again, kind of melding the jazz cafe and fine dining. I really wanted to play with a lot of these wood textures. Again, coming from jazz and thinking about its origins, I wanted to use some of Jay's patterns and then also those mud cloth textures. So you'll see some interesting mud cloth textures here. Sorry about that. And all of these lighting, these are custom lights. They go above the booths and then here in the center. And again, this building is radial, so I really wanted to play on the circular shape. And you can see all of these wood lines from even the entry lead you into the space. And then these little wood slat partitions, they kind of create some separation from the bar and lounge area and kind of give it a more intimate, quaint kind of feeling, which is, you know, what I would like to feel when I'm visiting a fine dining restaurant. I want it to feel very intimate and you know, I want to say romantic in a way. I also wrapped all of the columns in these wood beams. They were, as you know, scattered throughout this building. So I really wanted to integrate those into the design. Go next. So here you'll see the bar and lounge area. Again, you'll see a big feature is Jay's mural. So this could be, and his pattern here, which goes throughout the wall. This could be an awesome opportunity to use him to either hand paint something, or there are companies where you can print his pattern onto a wallpaper, which would be maybe better for durability and cleanability. So that is an idea there. You have these U-shaped bar lounges, these fun tables, and then these lounge chairs, which with the circular form, I decided to go with more of a cubed shaped chair, kind of to just break up the radial lights that you see everywhere. Here you'll see the flooring throughout the restaurant is terrazzo. It's many different shades of like a gray and a white terrazzo, but in the bar area and lounge, it is this light gray. This tile is on the front of the bar, which you can kind of see it in this rendering here, but it actually wraps on the back side of this bar right here where your knees and feet would go, which you can see. You can't see it here. It's also featured there, but it would be on this side of the bar as well as, you know, the entry to the restaurant. And then this bar, it seats 10 people. You would have plenty of space for storage for the alcohol or, you know, anything you needed. Same with a waiter station here. And there's also a wait station here where the waitresses could fill drinks, put in orders. And like I said, this bar is big enough to seat 10 and have multiple bartenders. Here is the retail section. When we were speaking with you guys about jazz, you know, you had said that there was a disconnect maybe with the younger generation, that we just don't know or don't appreciate the art. And so I really wanted this retail space to feel almost like an art exhibit in a way. As you can see, these resin shelving, they are actually there, and you can display your records that you may be selling. It also just is a really fun, cool way, because a lot of these records here you see, they're from Blue Note Records. I know you guys spoke about the artwork of those covers. So having this is not only a way to, you know, hold something that you're selling, but display them as an art piece, I thought was really kind of a cool idea. They have these little movable little lounge seats kind of that, you know, somebody could take a record, look at the artwork, sit down. Again, you'll see Jay's pattern on the ceiling that drops down just to create some different variation. And then here you'll also see this fun, almost like pop art with all, you know, the jazz legends, which you guys spoke about. And then on this wall, there is a custom built shelving, which again shows, you know, you could have clothing, more records, books, anything you guys wanted to display or sell in your retail. Again, this is a really open area, so it's flexible to change with kind of, if you want to have a pop-up artist come in and sell some of their merchandise, you could easily move these little poofs out of the way or into storage. And which there is a storage off of the room right here. That's where this door leads to. So that storage, you could easily move that to accommodate for any pop-up artist. Again, here is an ADA or a countertop that could fit 2 people working, access for a wheelchair to be able to roll up. So it is, you know, anybody is able to use this space. Here is the small museum gallery. This is again off the entry, so you'll see the restaurant. You walk in, and I wanted this space to feel a little more tailored and refined because it is a gallery. And, you know, this could almost be like a preview area for when the museum is complete. You know, it's like people go into the restaurant or they go to the retail to get, you know, buy something, and they see this little space and they could easily just walk through here. You could have, there's this glass shelving unit that's built in here along the curved wall. You can display any sort of thing that you want. These could all be movable display cases. And the idea behind this room is that you could actually rent this room out for private events, for caterings. These doors actually lead back to this hallway, which has a door to the kitchen. So this could be a really good opportunity, again, as just an income generator to be able to rent the space for different occasions or have private events in this small space, as well as utilize it as a small gallery, almost like a preview before you go to the museum. And that concludes my portion of my presentation. As you can see, this was Yumna's. She did the offices, the classrooms, and the broadcast studios. So thank you so much for listening, and I will be happy to answer any of your questions.
All right.
Yeah.
Very nice, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, I think she's got it, because I looked at the rest of the renderings, and she got it. And the instructor, she's chosen that herself because she thought that was right on point.
Yeah.
And when I showed it to G said that's on point. I felt it when I first saw it.
Yeah. I mean, I really, really do like the idea of having, like I said, have that the little bar area, and then the little gift shop area, and then in that other room, like the kind of pre exhibit room before you go into the main museum area, where they said you can actually rent it out for, you know, different events and things, you know, to generate some income. But but I just thought it was I just thought it was really
beautiful.
Cool.
I love the design of the guy in the hair with the
yeah,
and how it's in the lounge area on the ceiling, and that same design. It's his hair, it's his hoodie, and blending. That's all nice. It's contemporary.
Yeah,
and I think, like what she was saying, those designs will help merge the younger generation. I mean, I'm impressed with it. I'm the older generation, but I agree. I think that there's nothing I don't like. I like it all.
I thought it was
well,
nice.
You know, the whole thing is you know, it's about music education also. Just not only a museum, it's going to be music education.
Exactly. Music performance.
Right.
Right.
And the thing is, it's nothing out here on this planet like this. Nowhere.
Right.
Oh, they got a little small museum in different cities, but they ain't gonna be nothing like this here. You know, it's gonna be international. Another thing that with Quest, which is
Quincy Jones.
no, yeah,
organization.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gary.
I'm trying to think of it. My bad, G.
Yeah.
But Quincy Jones has an organization that's in France called Quest.
Okay.
And which they have a lot of archives of music, videos, and everything like that. They want to partner with us. See, they want to partner with us.
Yeah.
Go Oklahoma.
It's going.
I know it well.
Also, John Batiste, his cousin is with us. Also, his name is Damien Batiste, out of New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
And
Batiste in my bloodline. I say I have Batiste in my bloodline too.
Yeah. He was telling us in one of the meetings that John, he wants to take his Grammys and donate them to a museum or whatever.
You
And
got one.
yeah, we gonna have one for him. But then Damien, he's got an African connection also, so we can be able to get archives and stuff like that, different things to go into the museum and stuff. But the slogan, from the belly of the ship.
I love that.
That's the slogan.
Right.
And in the front of the vestibule, when you come in, it's got a little pool there where water be coming up.
A fountain.
A fountain. And we're gonna have a ship there.
Very cool.
Right there as you walk in. And that water splashing up on the ship. Then our slogan will be there. Then at the top of it, it would say the National Jazz Legacy Museum. African American Jazz Legacy Museum. It says at the top, then the slogan come down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Kind of wrap around, stuff like that. So
I see the vision. I see the vision.
I did too. And we saw it a few years ago when you told us the first time, Mac. We were all excited.
Yeah.
I think we talked, but that's not unusual, about an hour after the show when you told us what you had found and the sponsorship and all that. And I want to see it. I want to see it. I almost hopped in my car just to drive out there. I love stuff like this.
Yeah.
But you see, what the hell? This is Keith.
Keith.
What about?
Hey, man, what you want? We on the show.
You talked about Lord V?
Okay then. Okay, Keith. I talk to you when we get off. All right.
Is that Lord V?
Talk right. You need to talk right.
He called you out live on air.
It's asbestos, not ambassador, huh? All right, Keith.
Like myself, I've already selected the team that's gonna be with me. There's Gary, Walter Taylor, and a good friend of mine, Les Taylor. Those is Von Coulter.
Yeah.
Out of Atlanta. So that's my team to run the media area, period. And like I said, it's
I'll run the stage. Just book me to perform.
Well, in that sanctuary, like I said, everything gonna be set up in that sanctuary. I forgot how many seats it sets on the floor, but they have seats on the top. But that's where the control room is gonna be, and then you probably gonna have something set out, some no chair seating in the balcony area. But like I said, for the stage, the monitors will be there, but the microphones and everything, I think, would come up out the floor. Because the pastor, he didn't walk up on the floor. He came up out the floor.
Huh?
Yeah,
wow.
He came up. He's down off in the basement, down in his office, so he should walk and go up to the little elevator in the floor, come up on the pulpit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he come up like this?
Hey, did they say they wanted to keep the escalators in there? Because you said they had an escalator in there, right?
They're gonna keep the escalators in and the
and an elevator.
The elevator.
Good.
Yeah, they're gonna keep all that in there.
I have another question. Are you guys gonna keep calling it a sanctuary?
But I call it a sanctuary at this point,
I know, but
No, we
it's
wouldn't call
just
it.
curious.
No, that would be the concert, actually, the main concert hall.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what it would be. But right now it's still a sanctuary.
Right, it is. I was just curious, how
But
would it be if you keep the name? Oh, it's in a sanctuary, but I guess it would be probably insulting to churches. That's not a church. You know how
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right,
yeah,
right.
but
It would be your intent, but some people may be offended by that.
she's been in contact with a full orchestra that they travel around the world, and they want once we get it done, they want to come there and to perform.
Mm, that
And
would that would be great on open house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not open house, grand opening.
Yeah, the grand
Rolling,
openings. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
but see,
That's one.
they're also thanking to have our own orchestra there also. Period.
What does the is it OU nearby?
Well, you got OU,
Yeah.
you got several universities close.
Yeah. Well, they may have music departments that might take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, put it like this: we have her name is Tiffany Ragland, and she's a concert violinist.
Hmm.
And her husband's an attorney. He's the one that's he put everything together for us, the 501c and all of that.
Hmm.
And the thing is, she got some money she don't know what to do with. So,
I'll help her.
like I
I
said,
volunteer.
Yeah.
she want to take some of that money that she's got and give it to that museum. Plus, she's gonna be writing the grants for the museum.
Yay.
So everything that we looking at, we're gonna still have to get private donations also and stuff like that too. But it'll be very self-sufficient because you can have fine dining, you're gonna have recording studio, two of them, then
Radio station.
then you're gonna lease out different things, and then you got 4 venues there.
Yeah.
Yeah, parties, anniversary parties, weddings, all kinds of stuff.
Whatever. It can be right there in that museum.
Yeah.
Now, in the lounge part, is it going to be open for business? For instance, that people will say, "Oh, I'm going to go hang out in the lounge and have a drink."
Yeah, it'll be the Jazz Cafe.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And
And then you have to think about also employees to work, or manager to run the facility, oversee the facility.
well, what we're gonna do is find. The thing is looking for a top chef, Cardinal chef,
Yeah.
to come in and run that. Then you have a bar manager, because
Right.
because you're gonna be looking for a curator also, so you can curate different things that comes into that museum.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
it's a plan.
speaking of curator, you listening audience, you got some I don't know if the word is paraphernalia from Africa for the museum when you went there that you did buy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I bought a few things and brought it back to the museum.
Yes.
But I didn't bring them back. I shipped them back. Well, it was reasonable price, but it cost me a hell of a lot of money just to ship it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you ship it overseas, you're gonna run into.
Right.
Mhm.
See, what I wanted to do, I want to send back one of them wooden xylophones.
Mm.
I'm talking about the big one.
Mm.
But I brought back the little one. What's that little thing they call the kalimba that Maurice White played?
Kalimba. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Kalimba? I brought one of them back.
Okay.
And I brought back a gourd, which is the gourd is nothing but the banjo.
Mhm.
I brought that back and some drums.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're the one that told me that the banjo was from Africa. I did not know that.
The banjo
I didn't
written
either.
in Africa.
I had no. I look, Gary. We didn't even fathom that.
No, not at all. I didn't
Because all
realize.
we hear, da-da-dum-dum-dum, and that's not.
If you really think, a lot of the instrumentation came from Africa. All of it came from Africa. Your saxophone, it came from Africa.
The French might argue with you about that, but anyway.
Well, out there, but you have to look over where the instrumentation come. They come from different parts of Africa.
Okay.
Everything, because if you think about it,
You mean the parts that bring
yeah,
it together. Okay,
think
gotcha.
about where our music come from.
Africa.
Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened when they was in the fields? What did they do?
Well.
They was singing gospel, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Then the next thing you know, what was happening?
Jazz.
They was doing the blues, wasn't it?
Yeah, blues, jazz, rock and roll.
No, the jazz actually came out of New Orleans.
Is that the brothel?
Yeah, that's where it all come from.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Then everything else is an extension of our music.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And then for the instrumentation, all that instrumentation came from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much history, isn't it?
Yes.
Lots of history.
Much.
Lots.
So much.
There's still a lot that I don't even know about. So.
Like I said,
the more you find out, the more you realize you don't know. The more you learn, the more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know. That's what I want to say.
Yes, yes.
That's right. Just like I said, the reason I went the first time, I went to visit my uncle and his daughter. So when I'm there, when I get the history of things. So that's what I did.
Yeah, things you don't find in your history books here.
Right. Just like Trump called this a shithole, was a shithole country. Those people over there are living every day on a little bit of nothing. And all the natural resources are there.
Yeah.
Everything is there. They eat the same food that we eat. They should call it a different name. And
I even read that even gumbo came from Africans.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, really? There's a lot we don't know.
There's a lot you don't know. And it's just like okra. It came from Africa.
Right.
Every fruit you can imagine that we don't get here is there. Every, if you eat maize, what are you eating?
Maize?
Maize.
Okay.
You eating corn.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you were talking about Frankie Beverly.
Like they eat the cornbread, like pancakes. They call pancake. It's the same thing as a taco, not a taco, but a tortilla.
Yeah, I figured that's what you meant.
Then the cornbread that they eat is like a dough, but it's white. It's number cornbread. So it's the same stuff. Green leaves.
What about kush? Is that how it's pronounced? Kush. Trying to get it out.
I ain't heard of that one.
You've never heard of that?
I heard of it, but
it's a grainy thing. Yeah, I remember that. My grandfather.
Not in that part of Africa.
Okay, gotcha.
Green leaves. Ain't nothing but greens.
Yeah. Well, Ray, I must remind you. You gotta go do pictures with.
I just talked to my grandbaby a while ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, she said she got to go. Papa, I got to go meet my friends. I said, well, y'all, you can come over where I'm at. I said, no, baby, just go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But, like I said, if you don't know the history of Africa, of where all this originated from, people would never know. You would never know. And if you go and see the country, then you would get an idea of the country. We're very welcome in that country. See, when I was there,
I said, I want to go. I'm waiting for you to buy that house over there so I can go stay there for a minute.
I get money. I'm going to build me one.
Yeah.
But
And don't think I won't stay in your house either.
the
I'll
thing
stay in a
is,
heartbeat.
the
Yeah.
Hmm.
thing is, we are welcome there. You know, it's uh, when I'm sitting out there in the courtyard with my uncle, I see this girl every day talk, didn't say nothing. Till one night I'm out there drinking that Kiyage, the spirit. And I said, come here. And she kind of looked at me. She came on over.
Hmm.
See, she thought I was an African and I spoke Swahili till I opened my mouth. And then she spoke English her dadgum self. She said, I thought you was an African. I said, no,
You are.
I am, but I was just born in America. But
Right.
like I said, I went over to actually to research my ancestors. To
Now,
see
what
about my
percentage Nigerian? I know it was pretty high. Well, what is it?
26
Forget.
Nigerian,
Hmm.
Malaya, I think it was 15%. Uh, shit, I can't think of all. I had
I
them.
know there are a lot. I have about seven or eight
Yeah,
different countries
Hmm.
right.
uh, in my DNA, and it's interesting because Nigerian is the highest for
Oh,
Right,
me, but it's
right. Same
15%.
thing. Yeah,
And there's Congo, and Cameroon, and Togo.
Cameroon is one of
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
there
Yeah,
is
a lot of
several of them. So maybe my papa way back was a Rolling Stone because I got all that.
But I tell you, it's I guess that's one reason. If you saw my uncle,
Mhm,
boy, he looked just like one of them Africans.
Hmm.
mhm.
He looked just like one of them. Hell, they think he is because he speaks Swahili.
Yeah.
See,
Hmm. He's passing.
yeah, shit, he's right there on it. But
Mhm.
like I said, you know, you need people need to research where they come from. You need to know who you
It's
are.
it's actually kind of fun to find out something, and I only have a maybe a quarter of my history, and it's
Hmm.
only because one cousin decided to do more research after she got her DNA,
Yeah.
and when she called me, it was just blowing our mind. And on my mom's father's side, we go all the way back to the early 1700s. My grandparents removed from that time came from Togo, Africa, on a slave ship to Louisiana. And
Yeah,
to find that out was amazing.
I
Hmm.
got
Amazing.
I
I was
got
like, woo,
Togo. I got Togo
Yeah.
in me.
you do? See?
Wow.
We
Togo in
see your plantation baby like me.
me. But see, I went back. This is on my father's side. I
Hmm.
went back to the 16 something on
Oh
that.
wow.
I went
Okay.
way back, and every time I look at when I do go, and I go in there quite regular, I see another leaf disconnected.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I only know about a not even a third, a quarter of my history. And
Hmm.
to find now the DNA results prove the stories I heard about my dad's side. It proved because
Proves out. It proves
because
out.
she had three grandmothers ago, I think two or three. She had seven, eight kids for the man, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But we were not claimed. That's how it was back then.
Hmm.
They had whether it was on the plantation, even afterwards. And I know who they are though. I know exactly who they are, and I was shocked because my great uncle spilled all the beans. He said, "I'm going to tell y'all,"
Hmm.
and when he told us who he was, we're like, "We know those people. They're white."
Oh, see, see.
So
So it's
a lot of
not,
that
this,
happened.
this is what I found out about our people.
Just letting you know, we only got 2 minutes, guys.
Sure do. All right, Mac, wrap
Uh,
it up.
what I found out about what I found about everything was this: that the older folks never talk about none of that, and so they knew, but they wouldn't bring it up to us.
Mm-mm.
See,
Mm-mm.
I had two grandmothers was 101,
Woo!
102 that died.
Hmm.
They had some
That was
stories.
her mother, then my grandmother.
Well,
My
my
great
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 uncle
mother.
said
They
my
was
great uncle
100.
said he was old. He was telling. He told my sister and I He told stuff, and we had to keep it to ourselves because the small town I grew in was they kind of they were kind of racist, if you know what I mean. You couldn't bring that up. That's something you couldn't bring up. And it's not that we cared. We didn't lose any sleep. Trust me. We really didn't.
I bet y'all talk about it. I bet they talk about it now.
Yeah, I mean, if they would come forward, I would receive it 100%. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. But I do know that some people haven't come to the place where I am right now.
Right.
You know, they don't have that peace.
Right.
So it's no secret that probably a large majority of people who blacks who've been in this country for many generations have some percentage of European blood.
That's right.
You know, and even Native American, and even in my case, I have percentage of Mexican in my blood. It's small, but it's there. So we go way back. Of course, Texas was Mexico at one point. We all know about that. But that's why when I dare somebody tell me I need to go back.
I tell you what.
You better go back.
Yeah, yeah.
If I get this blessing, I'm gonna build me a house over there.
I know that's right.
Yeah, let me know when it's ready.
Keep us posted. All right.
No, but like I said, y'all need to come on.
Yeah.
See the world.
You won't have to beg me.
Hell, it ain't no bucket list. Hell, just do it.
Hey, I'll be there. All right. I know, Gary, you're trying to get us to wrap it up. And we
Yeah.
still talk.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. So anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Even though we didn't have a actual music guest like we do weekly, sometimes it's good to just kind of take a break and talk about other things, and then be able to play other music and all that kind of good stuff. So I hope you enjoy our presentation of the making of trying to get this museum going, and then also hope you enjoyed our discussion on Ray's incident at Best Buy. That was pretty wild.
You stay in trouble.
But I'm still going to Best Buy regardless.
I know that's right.
Of course.
I don't deal too much with Walmart.
Right. But
Yeah.
but please, all of y'all, please say a prayer for Griselda. We don't know. We still kind of worried. I'm just not like her. So I hope we do hear from her real soon. But anyway, with that said, I want y'all to all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. And then of course,
we do have a guest.
Yeah, we do have a guest.
And Mr. Al Lindsay, a good friend of mine.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's gonna be good. All right, y'all. It's on y'all.
All right. Okay. Like Gary said, this was a different show today, and I admit I'm a little distracted today. I'm just really distracted. That's why I had to leave my chair a couple of times. We're trying to figure what's going on. All right. So I don't have anything else to say. Like I said, I'm a little distracted. Love you guys, and we'll see you next week. Please, as Gris always says, invite somebody to watch the show next week as well. All right. See you next time.
Ciao. All right. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. I'm just. It's my pleasure in presenting that to you. Each one of it. Well, see you later. Bye.
Later. Bye. I love that one.
All right. We'll see you next week, everybody. Have a great weekend.